right, ladies and gentlemen, it's your favorite dark sorcerer. And today I want to, well, I should say tonight, I kind of want to go over something real fast. After my last video that I did, I went in, I lit the incense, lit the candles, and this was after I spent a couple of minutes in complete darkness and just stared off into the pitch black. Took a few breaths, collected my mind, lit the candles, the incense, and I got down on my knees and I began summoning the spirits that I work with. And the main ones that came to mind was Lucifer, Beelzebub, Astaroth, Asmodai, Volac, Moloch, and a few more, including Azrael and Azazel, even Mephistopheles and Pazuzu, not just Satan. And it was interesting because of the fact that I was literally there on my knees, breathing and working on my breathing techniques while I was praying, breathing in and sending that energy out with my intent. Even when I laid face down in complete, how should I say this, complete humbleism in front of the altar, I was talking to these spirits, and something happened that I didn't expect. One name popped into my head, and it's a name that I haven't been associated with in a long time. And I see his videos every so often, but I don't really speak to the man. He and I were both on admins within Alfredo Martinez's group, Dark Sorcery. I mean, yeah, even DH Thorne was one of the founders of that group before he and Alfredo went their separate ways. But this one guy, he and I always saw eye to eye on a lot of things, and but there was things that we didn't really agree on, and that was something we both respected about each other. So we actually lost touch with each other, and it was kind of interesting how that transpired. I haven't thought of this man and I don't know how long. And last time I knew, he had his own groups. He wanted me to be an admin in his groups, but there are things that he had put into play that I didn't agree with. So I went my own way. But like I said, I still see his videos from time to time. And while I was talking to these spirits tonight, his name came up. Uriel Zahariel. Man, I've heard so much things about this guy lately, and I don't know how much of it is truth and how much of it is lies, false propaganda. But when I knew this guy, he had integrity, he had honor. He's an ex-veteran. And like I said, I always respected the guy, as a Luciferian, whereas I'm a traditional Satanist, and he's a Luciferian Satanist. And it's awesome to see, he's still doing videos. And it was interesting, just I don't understand why his name came up while I was in ritual. But it's one of those things where you got to trust the spirits. You got to let the spirits guide you. And when they're speaking upon something, there's a reason for it. So you have to get out of your own comfort zone. You have to get out of, your own shoes for a moment and go, okay, you want me to reach out to this guy. You want me to, you brought his name before me for a reason. Is Do you want me to come back? You want me to get in touch with him? You want us to do a video together? What? You know what I'm saying? Spirits are some these the demonic is one of those types of spirits that some of them are downright cryptic. Downright freaking cryptic. And they don't always come out and tell you what they want you to do. They will give hints. They will put something in front of you, and it's up to you to go out and figure out, okay, you brought this person before me. We've had associations in the past. We kind of lost, that association somewhere along the line. And hell, the last time I was associated with him, I was working for Dunkin' Donuts. And I think that was a little over a year ago, 6 months to a year ago. And, as of September, August area, I stopped working for Dunkin' and ended up at a medical facility as a dietary aide. So, a lot's changed for me. And I found it interesting that all of a sudden, this is like a blast from the past. Why would they bring him up? Why would they speak his name to me? Well, I get the feeling that these spirits, specifically Moloch and Volac, want me to get in touch with him. Now, I'm not friends with him on Facebook anymore, but um, I don't know why or what happened. I don't know if his profile got shut down or what, but it disappeared from my profile, which is all right. Shit like that happens all the freaking time nowadays, especially with what Mark Zuckerberg's been doing. So consider this a reach out, Uriel. The spirits, these demons brought your name up to me, and I'm willing to see where it goes. So if you're up for it, let's talk. All right? For those of you who are friends with him, reach out to him. Now, if you see his profile, reach out to him. Let him know. Okay? Share the video with him. But like I said, this is something that happens every so often where a spirit or a group of spirits, you have your own plan, your own agenda when you go into the inner sanctum. But every so often, the spirits will just go, guess what? You're not going to have your way today. I've got something for you to do. Well, that just happened tonight. So I don't know what it's about, but I'm willing to find out. So, Amherst Black. Speaking of a blast from the past, it's been a while. What's going on? It has been a long while. So, but yeah, I just thought I'd get back on here and kind of say, this is what these spirits did. They dropped his name in my lap and just said, deal with it. But it's frustrating when they do that. It really is because, number one, I'm an Aries. I love a good challenge. But at the same time, it's really frustrating when they don't tell you what they need you to do. I mean, it kind of gives you that, that feeling of, okay, am I supposed to curse this guy, this woman? Am I supposed to, get back together and work with the person? Do you want us to come together and kind of do an old, you know, a, a sit down type video, fun, talk about stuff, from the past, whatever. Maybe do a video on, and bullshit stuff. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So it's really frustrating when when these spirits will sit there and they go, "Here's a name. Here's an image. Fly, be free." It's WTF. That's all I got to say. WTF. What the fuck? you know, I've worked with Moloch for a long time. I've worked with Volac for a long time. They have a twisted sense of humor. And if they really want to toy with you, this is one of the ways that they do it. So they do live up to their reputation as twisters of the mind and soul, so to speak. So Moloch is the prince of the Valley of Tears. Valak is the corrupter, and it's interesting to see when they come together. Their sense of humor is, well, let's just say, as vicious as mine can be. But it's funny as all hell when they do it because it leaves you sitting back, like I said, going, "What the hell? What the hell, dude? Seriously." So, like I said, if you're friends with Uriel Zahariel, reach out to him for me and just say, "Hey, this guy had an encounter with spirit, a couple of spirits that brought your name up. He wants to sit down with you." All right. It's good to see Amherst Black again. It's been a long time, like I said. Now, as for, you know, the distance between me and Uriel, not sure what the hell happened there. It just appeared, like I said. So it's been a long time since I've talked to him. So for two spirits to bring his name to me, that's something that does happen. It's rare, but you don't expect it either. So true. This is the second video I've done today. Yeah, I think it was the second. So yeah, it's always good to see Amherst. See, Amherst is one of those cultists that is pretty good at what he does. So recommend his channel to you too. But anyways, like I said, I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna go grab some coffee, pick up a good book. I've got the candles still going in my altar room. Got the incense going. Guess where I'm heading with the book? So, and I think this is a great book to read. So I think I'm gonna go into this book for a while and delve into it. So thanks, Reverend Keen, for such an awesome detailed book. I've already read it a couple of times, but I want to read it again. So, and to be honest, I think Reverend Keen actually did a lot better job at the Goetia than, say, the Lesser Keys of Solomon, the Clavicle of Solomon, the Solomantic Goetia, Dr. Rudd's Goetia, Michael W. Ford's Goetia. I think that Reverend Kane actually did a hell of a good job on this, a lot more detail. And it's very easy to read. So it's not, how should I say this, mystified or left to interpretation. No, he actually put it perfectly. So just let me do a quick reading here. Ironic. I'm going to go with the Glacier Duke, known as Velafor. Names. 5 different names. Rank. Velafor is a Duke. Time. He prefers the daylight hours. Date. He is strongest from April 15th to the 19th. Legions. He commands 10 legions. His planet is Jupiter. Summoning elements. He enjoys fire, tin, pink candles, dandelions, and lavender incense. What the hell is it with lavender these days? It's one of the it's one of maybe 3 incense that has really been on my mind lately. The first one being, you guessed it, I named it in the last video. Gifts, aiding in good health and healing, empowering the mind and spirit, offering focus, clarity, and literacy, teaching all facets of occult magic, offering secrets of the universe. And then it goes into the actual details. Bellafor is an honest devil and celebrated by all for his benevolent nature, that of generosity and the desire to empower the worshipful apostles of hell. Ironic, isn't it? His blessings are dynamic and powerful. Velafor will offer clarity of mind, knowledge of the left hand path practices, and secrets of forgotten worlds. And one of if one is sworn to Satan's godship, they shall know longevity, besides Duke Velac IV, if his scar of hell is revealed to him. He shall offer unholy well being. If the demonologist desires the ancient knowledge of lost worlds and primeval planes, they will know Duke Velafor to be a depthless cistern of wisdom. And if the mark of Satan is shown to this devil, the summoner shall know replenished life. Their heart will thunder, and their flesh will be paled in flame. Once the spirit is called to ritual. The occultist shall enjoy an air of hearth. They will know that Velafor stands beside them as a demonic confidant of hell. And for his solidarity, Velafor should be offered a tithe of respect. Above all else, he enjoys lavender, incense, fire, pink candles, and dandelions. If the demonologist seeks to a reliable guide upon the left hand path, they will delight in Duke Valak IV, and they shall know him to be a benevolent devil. You see why I like Reverend Kane's work. It is very straightforward and very, very easy to understand. So that's what I'm going to be doing tonight. And as you know, tomorrow's Black Friday. Not many people are expected to go shopping, from what the news report said earlier. So who knows? Maybe it'll be very, very good. So indeed, Amherst. Very indeed. So, like I said, there are a number of things that are lining up right now. You know, if you pay attention to omens, you pay attention to details about your surroundings, you'll see the signs, things that are really coming together to lead you along your path. Spirits are not just the only ones who can do that. So keep that in mind. All right. I want to thank Amherst Black for jumping on here with me. Awesome to see you again, brother. All right. And until next time, have a good night.